What's up, Fire fam? My name's Kiahonfire and welcome back to Valheim. Today I got another guide for you, teaching you where some of the resources are throughout the game, especially the beginner ones that you might need to find and obtain to get off on your feet and towards the the wide oceans of Valhalla. So we're going to start off with copper ore. This can be found in the Black Forest, the one with all the big tall pine trees in there. You can find these nodes, get your normal stone that would be like patchy grey and green, But this, you'll see it has little veins across the stone that glisten in the light. Well, if you're to mine here, then you can get copper ore. However, this is not the only copper ore. If you dig deeper as well, usually you'll find like lots of bits of copper underneath this as well, not just on top. So if you keep digging, you should be able to find loads. And there could be quite a big chunk and you might end up with a massive pit. Now, it's usually wise to set up a workstation near here because you'll need to repair your axe a hell of a lot when you're doing this. Next, we'll be looking at corewood, which again you need to go to the Black Forest to go and get. You're looking for trees that look exactly like this. It'll have this texture on it, and when you go up to it, it will say pine. It's a pine tree. And you can hit this with your normal kind of stone axe and get that corewood out, just as you would do with a regular tree. However, this will give you a mixture of wood and corewood, which you go ahead and make your bow with, or whatever else you need corewood for. Next resource we're going to be looking at is flint. Now, flint can be found on the shorelines of rivers, lakes, and the sea usually. If you scour by the sand and the reeds, usually you'll find a few bits of flint around here, and you just keep going along and along, you should find quite a bit of flint. So this is a really good way to go and pick up lots and lots of flint if you just keep walking along this area and keep an eye out. Next resource we're going to be looking at is tin. Now, tin can be found again in the Black Forest. You're going to notice a trend here where a lot of things come from the Black Forest, and pretty much you'll find it on the shorelines of the Black Forest. It's tiny little discs of sparkly dark grey metal nodes, and you hover over them, it will say tin. And then you can go ahead and pick at it, and you should be able to get that tin resource out of there. Now, if you're looking for resin, you can also get that pretty easily from either chopping down trees or killing those little dwarfs that come after you that have the yellow or blue eyes. They can drop it when you kill them, so it's quite good to harvest it that way. Now, if you need anything like hide or deer hide in particular, for just regular hide you can kill pigs and deers for this. If you need anything like deer hide, of course you're going to hunt deer for that. You could do that either with a bow, or you can sneak up behind them and hit them with a weapon of choice to be able to get that deer hide to make other things. Also, if you want to know how to get coal, well, you can get a kiln for it, but an easy way to do it in the beginning is to get meat, put it on your campfire and let it burn, and it will turn into coal for you. Bones is also something you can get in this game. Now, bones is pretty easy to find. One of the best ways to get it is to find a dungeon that is full of skeletons, and you kill them off and you'll get bone shards from them. And then another way to go and do it is they can sometimes be in ruins in the deep forest, and you can get it that way by killing them off there. Another way to get them though is they can also be buried with treasure in certain rock formations. If you see like a massive semicircle looking rock formation in an exact circle, if you dig around in there with your pick, you could often find things like buried treasure or skeletal remains that you can pick up for shards as well. You can even find things like jewelry and rubies and whatever else. That's also a really handy thing to know about. Next resource we're going to be talking about is fine wood. Now, fine wood trees you can't actually hit with a normal axe because they're too strong. Now, you can actually do this really handy thing is find a troll. Trolls are great woodcutters for you, and you can troll them about to try and get the wood. Basically what you're doing is luring the troll. You probably need a shield for this activity, and to keep an eye on your stamina, make sure your stamina has good conditioning on it. You're rested and all of that. And pretty much what you want to do is you want to lure it into the tree. You want to lure it again to cut it in half, and then you want to lure it again to smash it into that fine wood. And then you'll be able to get that resource out of that tree, and you'll be able to make what you need with that fine wood. And it's a really efficient way of doing it. And then afterwards, of course, if you want the troll hide or anything like that to make really awesome armor, You can kill the troll, which you usually want to do with a bow and arrow. But there you go, there's some resources in the game that you can get via these techniques. I hope this guide helped you. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!